在整个活动开始之前，我想就是隆重的邀请出我们 Harmony Plus 的 founder， 我们的赵薇老师来给大家讲几句话，大家掌声欢迎。
各位现场的来宾，各位现场的同学们，大家节日好。非常高兴啊，这个今天外面下着雨，稀稀拉拉的，加州人民平时是见不到这样子的这种春雨啊，我们叫春雨贵如油。那么今天能来的也都是贵客。我更想说的是，在加州这个地方，特别是在硅谷这旮瘩，一看下雨，人都不敢出来了。他们觉得在雨天开着车去赴一个这样子的活动，或者是参加一个这样子的集会，他们觉得那是冒着生命危险的。所以啊，我觉得今天能够到我们现场的，真的全是真爱。谢谢大家。那么在现场呢，我们有这么多青春荡漾、积极向上的学生，我感觉到特别的欣慰，特别的开心。那么也蛮巧的，今天在座的这些学生、这些学员，应该说80%以上都是曾经或者正在 UC Berkeley 学习的同学们啊，我觉得真的是蛮巧的哈。刚才主持人也介绍了UC Berkeley 是 Harmony Plus 的最重要的学术方面的合作伙伴，那么 UC Berkeley 也是Harmony Plus 的学术基地那么确实是有很多的朋友在问包括除了我们在现场的，还有这个我们在线上的，应该说数以百计、数以千计的在远程的那些朋友们，经常在问 Harmony Plus 究竟是做什么的。那么借这一个机会，我也想跟大家分享一下。那么 Harmony Plus 是一个教育领域里的一个 integrator 和一个 upgrader， 是一个教育资源的整合者，以及教育领域里的创新者、推动者和革新者。我们的使命 upgrade education， 我们非常衷心的希望通过我们团队的努力，能够去让我们的主角们实际上就是在座的各位学生，以及远程的正在收看和收听我们节目的那些学生，千千万万的学生。我们希望通过我们的微薄的力量，通过同学们一起的努力、一起的传播，能够让更多的人能够享受得到真正好的教育，能够让每个同学能够持续的去进步，持续的去 upgrade。我们也帮助一些教育的机构去 upgrade， 其实包括 UC Berkeley 本身。在 Harmony Plus 团队介入之前，实际上UC Berkeley 还是面对了很多很多的挑战。非常荣幸，在5年前，我和 Herman Gier 博士一起给 UC Berkeley 做了一个 consulting 的项目那么当时给我的课题就是怎么样能够帮助 UC Berkeley 去做 innovation 和 transformation。那么我做了其中的很小很小的一块，就是互联网加中国。那么应该说真的非常的可喜，今天坐在我们教室里的所有的跟在 Berkeley 上过课和正在上课的同学，都是5年前我们那一刻坐下来决定去制定一些创新的战略之后，逐步应运而生的课程。不管是定制的 B 贝，还是定制的 Ideal， 这都是 Berkeley 的官方项目。还有几位同学现在正在学习的 BHGAP Berkeley Hearts Global Access Program， 这都是我们一起去设计和开发出来的。如果没有前边那么多的努力，没有前边你们的师哥师姐们打下那么好的基础，你们今天其实很难坐在这里你们在这里可能也会面对更多的挑战。那么很多的人说 Harmony Plus 做什么？我们很多人知道 Harmony Plus 有一个非常棒的一个顾问团队，使用金三角的模型金三角这样子的一个结构我们有在前这个招生委员会工作的资深的招生官或者是大学的教授来去做 coach。我们也有像 Cassie 老师Jimmy 老师还有 Becky 老师等等这样通晓中美教育的华人的顾问也有在座的一部分同学比如说在我们后边有 Berkeley EECS 毕业的高材生，我们的 Mars他 是一个已经学成，并且在这边工作即将回到国内去寻求进一步发展的同学，是他们也在去努力的成为别人的好师哥、好师姐。你们现在可能再去直接或者间接的有其他人在帮助你，未来你们也会成为别人的好师兄或者好师姐。在这样子的一个团队的持续的帮助下，我们希望能够去在短到1年、长到5年，甚至10年的时间维度里边，能够真正的以一个教练组的形式持续的帮到你们。那么我们一起成为这一个体制、这一个机制的共同的创造者和优化者，我们一起去 upgrade education。这个使命是我赵薇一个人扛不过来的，是我的一个小小的团队难以去胜任的，所以我们一定要众人拾柴。我们是共同的游戏的缔造者，我们是教育领域里边共同的开拓者。所以在这些角度来看，我觉得我的新年寄语应该说既厚重，然后又有挑战。希望我们一起能够去携手，能够开创更好的未来。那么现在我觉得应该把时间再交回给主持人，有请我们的重量级的嘉宾一会儿来跟大家去做分享。谢谢。
谢谢赵薇老师一副感人肺腑，然后又很真挚的发言，然后确实希望我们大家可以一起努力，然后达到我们 upgrade education， 包括自我的成长。那我们接下来的时间就交给我们今天的重量级嘉宾 Mary Grace， 她将为我们带来她作为伯克利的前招生官的一些分享。那大家掌声欢迎我们的 Kate 也将作为我们今天的主要翻译。对。
所以在开始之前呢，我会先介绍一下 Mary Grace 然后现场也有一些家长，我可能会帮助 Mary Grace 做一下翻译，让大家更好的了解她今天的讲座内容。那今天也是我们 Harmony Plus 的第151期微课堂了。我们从16年3月开始，一直到现在风雨无阻，每周5都会举行这样子的关于留美教育，邀请这个名校的专家、教授，然后前招生官等等，跟大家分享留美的最新的一些信息。那我们今天151期也是我们的特别节目，因为正值这个元宵佳节，那我们现场也来了很多的我们的老客户、老朋友们，跟我们相聚在一起来欢度这个元宵节。那还有我们线上的家长，今天也将一起跟我们聆听来自 Mary Grace 的这个讲座。那在讲座开始之前呢，我对 Mary Grace 进行一下介绍。那她是UC Berkeley 的招生委员会的前这个会员，前招生官。然后同时她有10余年的指导学生进行升学，还有这个职业规划方面的经历。同时她还是在精益管理方面的专家。他获得过这个精益管理，他现在是绿带的这个专业的职品支撑。然后同时他的很多的这个对于教育的深度的见解，都曾被众多的媒体，比如说像 US News、CNBC 这些，还有像这个雅虎财经等等进行引用。那下面我就把话筒交给 Mary Grace， 让我们用热烈的掌声欢迎 Mary Grace 今天给大家带来 Moonshot in Education 的主题演讲。
Thank you, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. So when I begin any presentation, I like to get to know the audience first. So I have a few questions for you, and my presentations are usually interactive, so please participate. So by a show of hands, how many of you are in the 9th grade or a parent of a 9th grader?
因为 Mary Grace 平时会跟大家，她的演讲风格都是比较互动型的，所以我们刚开场呢，就会用一个问题来进行互动。在现场有哪些家长或者的孩子现在在9年级，或者说有哪些学生是在9年级的，请举手。
No.
Seems now.
Yeah. Okay. How about a 10th grader or the parent of a 10th grader?
10年级的有吗？
我们那都是8年级。
Oh, okay. 8th grade.
8th grade. Okay. How about 11th grader or parent of the 11th grader?
对，在座有几个都是11年级的学生。
Okay, thank you. And then 12th grade or parent of the 12th grader?
申请季的有吗？美高的孩子们？没有。
How about college? How many of you are in college or the parent of someone in college?
大学生，有好多
Okay,
好
it's
几
a
个。
majority. Okay, very good, thank you. All right, and then any groups that we missed? So elementary school or under, any parents of those in elementary school or below, or junior or below?
小学生或者小学生的家长有吗？
Good, everybody, good. All right, thank you. All right, so I have an exercise that I'd like the students to do. So if you're a student, please close your eyes.
现在有一个活动呢，是请所有的学生闭上眼睛，
Don't go to sleep.
别睡着了。
So I want you to imagine that if you're in high school, imagine that you got accepted into your dream college. Or if you're in college, that you got accepted into your dream graduate school, medical school, law school, or whatever extended education that you dream of attending.
那么在座的学生，请大家闭上眼睛。如果你现在还在高中的话，请大家去设想一下你们的梦校，你们想进入的大学的场景。如果你是大学生的话，请设想一下你将来想要读的这个研究生，你的梦校是在哪里？
Imagine the classes that you'll be sitting in. Imagine studying a topic that you really care about. Imagine the friends that you're going to make. Imagine the parties that you'll go to. And imagine graduating.
请大家设想一下，大家在自己的梦校，现在正坐在这个教室里面，上着你们最喜欢的那门学科，在学校里面也结识了很多新的朋友，拥有非常丰富的课外活动，同时非常享受你们充实的校园的生活。
Now imagine getting your dream job. Imagine doing work that you love every day. And imagine making your parents proud.
也再畅想一下，当你们毕业的时候，光荣的从你们的梦校毕业，找到理想的工作，你们每天所忙碌着的这些工作上面的事情，以及你们不断的让父母在骄傲。
Open your eyes.
现在睁开眼睛，
And I want one brave student at least to tell me, what did you see? What did you imagine?
我们现在需要一个勇敢的学生来分享一下你刚刚看到了什么。
Daniel, maybe have a try. Yeah. Yeah, you can come here.
Well, let us know, what did you imagine?
Okay, so I imagine that I got into the UC Berkeley. That's basically, I'm not so sure which one is my dream school, so I just pick one I went before. And I want to learning something new in the social science field. And imagine that sitting in one of those classrooms with professor on the stage talking about knowledge, and maybe later on I will do some project with my friends in the college and learning about those methods of how people talking, acting and communicating. And so after 3 or 4 years of study in the college, I maybe finish several projects and have some actual knowledge to have like a further study in the actual society. And in the graduating day, my parents will come to America and see me make a speech, long shot, in front of everyone, and I guess they will be very proud of me. And I guess at the moment I will be a more, maybe just a better person at both communication and knowledge, and live a happy day every day because I know how to talk to people and I know how people work. And my job will be just working around the world and witness everything, record how people are doing, and just find the peace, love, and harmony between and how people are talking among them. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. It's beautiful.
Daniel, maybe 你可以用中文跟这个 just briefly.
I did such a good job. Thank you. One more.
谢谢。那么我想到呢，将来呢，我可能这个会被这个 UC Berkeley 大学给录取啊。然后在这所大学里呢，我想去学习一些这个社会科学相关的领域。然后我就 有梦想到将来有一天坐在一个很大的教室里面，教授呢在台上讲课，然后下课之后呢，我跟我在大学里新认识的朋友们啊，一起做一些这个工作啊，做一些项目，然后去了解人们是如何交流的，如何生活的啊，他们的行为模式是什么。那么在大学里面经过了3到4年的学习之后呢，或许我就会站在这个毕业典礼的舞台上面啊，家长都会到台下看着我，然后我会做一个或长或短的演讲。那么这个时候呢，我觉得我家长一定会很为我感到自豪和高兴。那么等我毕业以后呢，我应该会成为一个比现在更好的人，也更知道该如何跟人们去打交道，如何去真心诚意的知道他们在想什么啊，也能更好的传达自己的想法，能够每天都过一个非常快乐的生活。那么我梦想中的职业呢，其实就是在这个全球啊，这个跑来跑去出差啊，每天呢就记录一下每天见到的这些人们，他们都在干什么，他们过得怎么样，他们是怎么生活的啊，他们是怎么交流的，然后试图从中找到希望、爱和和谐。
Thank you very much for sharing. That was beautiful. So now for the parents. Now it's your turn. If you're a parent, raise your hand.
家长请举一个手。现在我们是家长要互动的环节了。在座的家长有吗？大家把手举一下。
So parents, close your eyes.
现在请所有的家长闭上眼睛。
Don't go to sleep.
不要睡着。
Now I want you to imagine watching your child or children, if you have more than one child. Imagine them getting into their dream school or dream graduate school, law school, whatever it might be, medical school. Imagine them graduating. Imagine them getting into a job that they love. Imagine them buying a house, finding someone they love and getting married. Imagine them finding a job that they love and they make enough money to say, Mom, Dad, dinner is on me. Or Mom, Dad, you've worked so hard. Let me pay for your vacation.
那么，请所有的家长现在闭着眼睛去畅想一下，在不久的将来，你们的孩子或孩子们进入他们的梦想的学校，然后学习着他们最喜欢的科目，从这个学校顺利毕业，找到了一份理想的工作。在工作中，他们每天不断忙碌，非常的充实，同时他们也拥有了非常好的经济实力。当他们回来看望你们的时候，他们可能会说：妈妈，今天的晚餐我请您吃。或者妈妈、爸爸，我给你们定了一个去这个旅游的一个行程，然后你们也设想一下，他们在人生中找到了自己喜欢的另一半，组建了自己的家庭，非常的和谐快乐。
Now open your eyes, and I'm going to ask one brave parent to share what did they see.
那么现在请睁开眼睛，我们将邀请一位勇敢的家长和我们来分享一下。刚刚在你闭上眼睛的过程中，你所畅想的场景，有哪一位家长愿意上来分享？
这是我第一次来 Harmony Plus 参加现场的互动，然后，我梦想我的女儿，我有2个女儿。我梦想我的第一个女儿能够考上哥伦比亚大学，学习她的法律专业，然后通过她的努力呢，大学4年毕业以后能够进入在纽约最好的律师事务所，得到一份她自己喜欢的工作，然后一个令人羡慕的工作。然后我希望我的2女儿呢能够考上一个纽约大学，因为她比较喜欢 New York City， 喜欢大都市，然后去纽约大学的学习经济商业管理，然后出来以后能够成为一个能够进入华尔街的投行，或者说做一个类似于管理专业方面的人士，这是我的设想的。然后希望他们以后呢有自己喜欢的，首先有自己喜欢的工作，然后有一份令人羡慕的薪水，然后过上自己想过的生活，这就 OK 了。作为我们父母来说。
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. So the talk today is going to be focusing on what's called moonshot thinking. So what we just talked about today is regardless of where you are today and what your situation is, you talked about what would be your dream situation. The dream situation for yourself or the dream situation for your child. And so what we'll be focusing on is how do you actually make those dream situations come true through moonshot thinking.
那么其实刚刚和大家做的这个小互动，其实大家在畅想的就是自己的或者是自己的孩子将来的这个 Moonshot 的这个你们的一个远大的抱负或者未来的一个至高的一个梦想这也是我们今天的要主讲的话题 Moonshot Thinking 怎么样把这个理念运用到自己的人生规划当中，去实现你们远大的抱负。
So for today's talk, what I'll be going over is what is moonshot thinking. I'll be going over a couple case studies so that you can hear exactly how students achieved their moonshots. And then what I'll close out with are some steps that you can take today, either as a student or a parent, to help get you on track to achieving your moonshot dream.
那么今天 Mary Grace 会从这个3个方向来跟大家进行阐述。那么第一个会跟大家再分析一下什么是 Moonshot。那么第二个我们会用一些真实的鲜活的学员的案例，告诉大家他们是如何实现自己 Moonshot 的这个理想的。第3个就是 Mary Grace 今天也会给大家一些建议，从今天开始我们是有哪些可以付诸行动，朝着未来 Moonshot 去实现自己的梦想的方向去迈进。
Next slide. So let's start off with what is moonshot thinking. So literally it means shooting for the moon. So if you're thinking about if we were to say 100 or 200 years ago and we told people that we would be landing on the moon, they would think that that would be completely impossible. And even a few decades ago we were able to do that. So moonshot thinking pushes us to think beyond what we think we can achieve today and to go for that aspirational goal that would be our ideal to achieve.
那么 Moonshot 其实大家知道，从这个字面的翻译上来说，就是射月我们瞄准月亮。那么可能在100年、200年以前，人类根本没有想过会有人类可以登上月球，我们可以真正的去射月。但是其实在这个1969年的时候，阿波罗计划其实就已经把第一个人类送上了月球那这个 Moonshot 后面的含义其实就是我们要能够去设想一些不是基于今天的假设，而是要有更高远的一些目标说不定哪一天真的就实现了。当然这里面也需要有很多的方法论，需要大家去付诸行动，敢想敢做，才能最终去实现那些看似不可能的目标。
Next slide. So the first thing related to moonshot thinking is declaring that we choose to go to the moon. So just like what you did now, you declared what your dream situation may be like. It may be something that is scary, it may be something that seems like it cannot be achieved today, it might be something that makes you uncomfortable and nervous, but moonshot thinking pushes you to accomplish beyond what it is you think you can accomplish, because oftentimes we underestimate what it is that we can do.
那么这个 Moonshot 就是刚刚大家所设想的不同的，每一个人都有自己的 Moonshot， 有自己不同的这个目标和理想那很有可能这些是让大家现在想起来觉得是有点恐怖、有点可怕，想都不敢想，觉得自己肯定实现不了。也有的是让大家觉得会很紧张是不是我将来有能力去实现这个梦想我能不能做到？那有的会让大家充满斗志。那么在这个所谓的这个 Moonshot 其实就是那些更加远大的，你想都不敢想，但是我们确实要有更高远的目标，这个就是每一个人都有自己的射月计划。
Next slide. So when we're shooting for the moon, moonshot thinking, oftentimes it requires a team to help support. So thinking about the journey to the moon, there were people on the ground providing analytics, providing support, providing feedback so that team could accomplish that impossible perceiving goal.
那么这一张图片就是说，当我们实际已经有了远大的目标，我们设立说我们要去登上月球之后，是需要要有一个方法论，要有一个团队来 这个进行支持。那么可能在登月计划当中，就是那些地面的工作人员啊，包括有这个远程操作的很多的工程师在里面，有各种的宇航员的这种科学的专家，那他们都是为了实现这个 Moonshot 的这个之前想都不敢想的这个设想而组建的团队，同时他们付诸了非常多的努力。
Next slide. So in terms of moonshot thinking, one of the things that it gave people the ability to do when it comes to actually landing on the moon, according to Buzz Aldrin, is that it's the biggest benefit of Apollo was the inspiration it gave to a growing generation to get into science and aerospace. So when it comes to moonshots, it may seem impossible, but when you actually see someone else accomplishing their moonshot, you see that it's actually possible to do. And as we go through the case studies, what you'll learn is that when you are achieving a moonshot, there are strategic steps that you can take in order to make that a reality. And so when we get to the case studies, what I recommend, especially for the students, is to take some notes, because you can apply those directly either on your phone or if you have a piece of paper, but to pay attention, because those are going to be strategies that you can use yourself as either you're applying to college or graduate school or even applying to your future dream job.
那么当在1969年这个阿波罗计划真的实现登月这个计划之后呢，其实他们是实现了自己的这个 Moonshot， 但是也给其他人带来了很多的灵感。这里面有很多的战略战术以及他们的思维方式。Mary Grace 多次强调这个 Moonshot Thinking 的这种理念是大家可以运用到自己的 Moonshot 中，所以也请大家可以准备好这个记录一下笔记。我们接下来也会谈到很多真实的案例，大家可以去倾听一下那些跟你看说不定是有联系的，或者是跟你们相仿的一些案例当中，有哪些经验也是值得自己借鉴的，去实现自己这个 Moonshot， 去实现那些看似不可能实现但是却能够实现的梦想。
Thank you. Next slide. So in terms of moonshot thinking, so how many of you are familiar with Google X? Google X, the arm of Google that is focused on innovation and groundbreaking work. So this quote here related to moonshot thinking is that it's oftentimes easier to make something 10 times better than it is to make it 10% better. How many of you think that makes sense? Raise your hand if you think that makes sense.
那么大家有听过 Google X 吗？好多人听过 Google， 知道谷歌，但是知道 Google X 吗？那 Google X 是 Google 里面其实最神秘的一个部门，没有人知道它在哪里，只有谷歌的几位高管知道，他们在旧金山一处非常隐蔽的地方，里面都是一群拥有着至高梦想的人，他们有去实现人类将来要实现的这种就是100件这种或者是未来的创意或者是创新，所以里面聚集了一大批这种最顶尖的专家来实现未来人类的一些发展，像无人车、无人驾驶等等等等。那么在 Google X 呢，他们的高管就曾经有一句名言，就说其实往往有的时候你要把一个东西提升10倍，是比提升10%要来得更容易的。我想这句话大家有没有人觉得是make sense， 是说得通的？有没有人觉得这是荒谬的，根本不可能的？有的事情如果是提升10倍，会比提升10%更容易，有吗 ？Okay, yeah.
And that's okay because it doesn't make sense to me either.
对，我觉得现场有一个同学举手，觉得这个是说得通的、有道理的，但是大多数的人都觉得可能想不通。那这个不要紧，因为 Mary Grace 也觉得这个可能是没有什么道理，觉得很多时候说不通的。
So what I'd like to do though is teach you how it is possible. So we're going to do an exercise together. And so what I'd like to do, I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and what I would like to do is find out who has either the longest commute to school or the longest commute to work. So either if you're driving or taking a bus, or if your parent is driving, what I want to find out is who has a long commute to school or work.
那么我们接下来就会跟大家一起来这个分析怎么样让这个事情变得有可能。那么 Mary Grace 接下来就提出了一个互动环节，想要问一问大家在座的家长和学生们大家每天上学花多少时间 或者上班，或者送你孩子上学、上班花多少时间？能不能给我一些数据？大家这边呢，上学要在路上花多久
30 minutes? Is that the longest commute for anybody here?
有说30分钟，还有比30分钟更长的吗？
60 minutes. Okay, anybody else higher than 60 minutes? Driving either to or from school or work? 60 minutes is the highest?
有人说1个小时60分钟的，还有比这个1个小时更长的吗？
Okay, you win, 60 minutes. Okay, so 60 minutes. So let's talk about how, if your life depended on it, and I said you must shorten your commute by 6 minutes, what would you do?
刚刚这个有位家长说是要花60分钟的时间，那我们就先来做一下 Google X 的这个10%的提升。如果在路上要缩短6分钟的时间，您会做什么？
Anybody, anyone can answer.
或者是其他的也都可以来回答。如果要缩短6分钟的在路上的这个交通的时间，有什么方式可以达到？
Basically, drive faster.
Drive faster.
开快一点儿。
What else?
还有吗？
To choose the time is not traffic peak.
Time it at the right time so that you can drive faster, right? Or drive without traffic.
避开这个交通的高峰期。
What else?
Shortest.
Find a shorter route. Okay, great.
找到一个最短的路径，可能抄一个近路。
What else? Move. To go 6 minutes faster. Okay, that's one possibility. What else?
为了节省6分钟，也可以搬一个家。
Okay, any other ideas to go 6 minutes faster? Okay, thank you.
有不同的驾驶交方式，飞机、飞机。
Oh, take a flight.
Take a flight. Okay, okay. So a lot of the answers usually are around drive faster. Sometimes I hear people say, don't stop at the red light, go faster, or cut people off, or like you said, wake up earlier, right? So a lot of it is kind of moving faster or trying to find a way just to do the same thing faster.
那这个大家也给出了很多普遍来说会给的答案，对吧？比如说早起一些避开高峰，或者你红灯不停，违反交通规则也有，等等等等，这些都是可以大家想到的去提升6分钟的方案。
Now, if I were to say instead of 60 minutes, your life depended on making your commute 6 minutes. So you have to cut it from 60 to 6 minutes, and someone already gave an answer that would help with that. But I want to hear what other ideas do you have. So one is you might move or take a helicopter. What other answers do you have for this?
对，那如果我们说要提升10倍，从60分钟的这个路上的时间提升到只有6分钟的时间，那刚刚其实有一些家长和学生已经给出了答案，比如说我们可以搬一个家，或者我们可以坐个直升机，还有其他的方案吗？
Work from home,
在家工作，
very short commute.
住在学校里。
live in the boarding school。
Live in the boarding school, so live where work is, right? Okay, any other ideas on what you could do?
Reversely, you can change a job that near your house.
Change jobs, right? So if your life depended on it, you can get a new job that's closer to home.
有个学生有一个他的这个方案，我觉得挺有创意的，就是你换一个工作，找一个离家近的工作。
Any other ideas on how to make your commute 6 minutes?
Actually, even beyond that, you can start your own business.
Start your own business.
创业，开始创业。
Very good. Okay, so the whole point there is there were a couple of you who already went into 10x thinking when we did the first round, but a lot of the thoughts were around faster, wake up earlier, change your commute so you're doing the same thing. When you have to 10x your thinking, you think of things like moving, helicopter, finding a new job, or working from home. The solutions are much different when you're thinking beyond what you think is you're able to accomplish.
所以通过刚刚这个小游戏、小环节，大家也发现了，当你在节省6分钟的交通时间和要节省这个54分钟，就是只有6分钟的这个交通时间，大家提出的方案是完全不一样的，大家的思维方式也是不一样的。当节省这个10%的时候，节省6分钟的时候，更多的我们是想的怎么样能够更快，我们可以抄近路，我们可以早起等等。但是当大家想说我们要把交通时间控制在6分钟的时候，很多人的方案就不是怎么这个更快的来这个节省时间，而是有其他的解决方案，包括搬家，包括换一份工作，包括自己在家创业等等。
Thank you. So let's move on to the next slide. What it really helps you to do is introduce new ways of thinking, a new way of solving a problem. So when it comes to applying to your dream school, you may think that there's certain steps you need to finish and accomplish, but like we just did in this exercise, there's more than one way to get to that end result. It's also around challenging the status quo. So like I mentioned, when you go faster to do the same thing in order to get just a 10% improvement, you're not really challenging the status quo. You're doing the same thing, but just doing it faster or more. That could look like just studying harder to try to get a better grade instead of looking at different strategies to be able to improve your grades. And then using creativity. So I think once we asked you to cut the commute time to 6 minutes, the creative outlets started coming. People were starting to create their own businesses now, helicopters, houses moving, right? So your creativity gets unleashed when you engage in moonshot thinking. And this sort of thinking can be applied to getting into your dream school or getting into the dream career that you want. And so we'll be going through some case studies in just a moment.
那么总结一下，刚刚其实通过前面的关于这个 Moonshot 的一些讲述，其实更重要的，我们今天要跟大家传递的，也想引发大家思考的，就是这个全新的一种思维方式怎样建立自己的 Moonshot Thinking。那么里面就包含了3大要素，一个这是一个全新的思维方式，这种全新的思维方式运用到大家的学生当中，就是当你在申请大学、申请研究生或者找工作的时候，有没有想过一些另辟蹊径，或者跟别人采取一些不同的战略来实现别人达不到的这个目标。第二个就是要挑战现状，那这个相信在 Berkeley 哈斯商学院学习的学生都已经烂熟于胸每一天都会接触这个4大理论之一，这个 changing the status quo， 对吧？要challenge the status quo， 要挑战这个现状。那么刚刚其实这个刚刚我们做的小互动，这个减6分钟，这个并不是改变现状，大家只想了我怎么样做得更快。比如说你在学校提升成绩，怎么样通过更努力的学习来提升你的在学校的学业的表现，那这些都不是改变现状。改变现状是大家后面所给出的方案，比如说你可以搬家，对吧？为了节省这个交通时间，你也可以开始创业等等。那包括你在你的学业上的提升，也可以去考虑怎样是改变现状，你是不是有一些新的战略可以使用来达到这个事半功倍的效果。那还有第3点，就是要能够运用这个创新的理念，有很多创新的东西都是在 Moonshot Thinking 里面会被激发出来的。
Let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. All right, so the first example that we'd like to share today is about our high school senior, Alan. So Alan's moonshot was that he wanted to get accepted to his dream school. So when he told us that his dream school was New York University, we wanted to understand a little bit more about why. So for Alan, let me give you a little bit of background about Alan. Alan did well in school, and his SAT scores were around 1400s. And he was very passionate about working out. He lifted weights every day of his life. He worked out since he was 5 years old with his dad. And so if you don't get to know him, it may seem like he was a teenager who was just very preoccupied with how he looked. And so in terms of moonshot thinking, trying to understand where he currently is in his current situation and where he wanted to go in terms of getting into New York University, we had to figure out what would be his unique path to get there.
那么下面我们就会用一些实际的一些案例来跟大家再重点的阐述一下什么是 Moonshot Thinking。那么第一个 Mary Grace 给出的案例就是 Alan 的这个 Moonshot 的射月的故事。那么 Alan 呢是一个在美国就读的高中生他刚刚经历过申请季。那在 Mary Grace 老师的辅导下，他进入了自己的梦校纽约大学。在这之前，他根本想都不敢想他自己会能够被纽约大学所录取，因为在他看来，他在他们学校的表现是平平的可能他的 SAT 是1400分，然后他平时也没有其他比较杰出或者突出的这个课外活动，他唯一喜欢的就是健身。这是一个他从小坚持的一个兴趣爱好。他从5岁的时候就开始天天健身，每天都会坚持去做这个俯卧撑等等。然后在外人看来，可能觉得他是一个非常爱自己的这个外在的这个学生，因为他很喜欢锻炼，给别人看到的都是非常有很多肌肉、很强壮的一面。但是我们怎么样能够去帮助他设立他的这个 Moonshot Thinking？去帮助他把这些看似平凡的事情，看似觉得在申请当中没有亮点的事情，而帮他去实现他之前想都不敢想的被纽约大学所录取。那这个刚刚也有这个家长分享到，希望自己的2女儿能够进入纽约大学学习。那我们在座也有很多10年级、11年级的学生，这个时候是不是也应该开始深度思考一下，自己是不是有一些之前没有敢想的学校，但是现在在经过 Mary Grace 接下来再介绍更多的这种案例，包括我们怎么帮他实现之后，是不是也可以有更大的梦想，去挑战更高远的目标。
So for Alan, what was really important for us to understand was why did he love working out so much, and why did he want to study anything related to diet or nutrition when he went to college. So when we dug a little more into why he was interested, what he said was he was interested because it's important to respect your body. It's important to eat good foods, and it's important to be at your optimal best because you only have one body. He shared that he loved working out so much that he developed a club at school so that other boys could work out with him as well, and he could teach them how to have a healthy lifestyle. He had all of these really great examples about how he demonstrated leadership and how his passion for health actually helped other people. So oftentimes when students are thinking about their extracurriculars or the ways in which they spend their time, they don't realize that these are very unique attributes that would be very helpful to share in an application when applying to college.
那么 Alan 的这个故事呢，就是首先我们要去引发他的思考，就是他为什么这么喜欢健身，以及他为什么要申请纽约大学，把纽约大学作为他的梦校。那在通过跟他的了解之后，他就分享到，因为自己觉得一个人每人的身体是最重要的，我们都只有一个身体，健康是最重要的事情。所以通过健身，他可以保持一个非常好的身体素质，同时也是对自己的一种尊重。同时呢，他在学校就开展了这个俱乐部，能够邀请其他同样对健身感兴趣的男生一起来加入他的俱乐部，跟着他一起做训练。这个时候，他的领导力等等，他的组织活动的能力，以及他对于这种健康的追求这些理念，都在他的这个经历当中展现了出来。以及他在纽约大学申请的时候，他是非常想去读这个营养学专业，因为他希望去更好的学习怎么样能够通过这些理论营养学的知识，跟他平时的健身去关联起来，倡导更健康的生活方式。
And so once we started understanding more why he cared about health and nutrition, we actually found that his passion was in philosophy. Now, I mentioned before he might have looked like a student who just really worried about what his physical look was. However, he was brilliant. He was a deep philosopher. He knew about metaphysics, Kantian metaphysics. He knew about Mill, utilitarianism, all these deep philosophies. And as we talked about that, we talked about how do we combine his love for philosophy, his love for health, and how do we show that he has multiple facets to him and why he would be a great fit for NYU.
那么这个也是刚刚接前面的话，就是大家可能看似平常，觉得自己的兴趣爱好好像也不是什么亮点，没有什么作用。但是你去深度挖掘一下，其实这些平凡的小事，很有可能就成为你与众不同的地方，会让招生官眼前一亮，甚至帮助你达到你的涉阅的目标。那么 Alan 在我们帮他去进行分析讨论，说他为什么要读这个营养学的时候，我们发现他除了关注自己的身体这个表层之外，他还有非常深度的思考。他对于哲学方面人生的这种理念、健康的理念等等，有非常的独特的见解以及与深度的这种观察和洞见。所以我们就会把这些的跟他的健康、平时跟他的这个健身去关联起来，非常好的去呈现他对于这个背后的，就非常栩栩如生的来展现他整个这个人是这个非常光鲜的、实实在在的，而且是拥有非常深度思考的人。
And so he was scared to apply to his dream school because it felt like a moonshot for him. And we talked about why he was unique, and we found out what he could do to make himself stand out. And so this year he's been accepted early decision into NYU. And if he never gave himself the chance to pursue what his dream was, he would never have reached this potential.
那么 Alan 今年也是在这个，因为我们进行了这样子深度的挖掘，去展现他为什么是与众不同的因为美国的学校特别看重你的这个独特性怎么样能够使自己的经历在别人当中去凸显出来。那么这个也达到了非常好的这个，最终实现了他的这个涉阅的目标。他被纽约大学的提前录取EA 阶段所录取。那么也这个是在他之前根本想都不敢想的，他从来没有想过自己会和纽约大学产生关联，但现在他做到了。他将在今年的秋天进入纽约大学营养学进行学习。
So I'll go ahead and share another example. We'll stay on this slide. I'll go back one slide. I'm going to share another high school student named Catherine. So Catherine is a high school senior as well. And she does well in school. And when I met her, she didn't think very much about her athletics other than she loved sports. She was someone who loved sports, who was intimidated to apply to the most competitive colleges. And once we got to know her a little bit better, we found out that there's some amazing things about this student.
那么第二个 Mary Grace 今天也想跟大家分享的案例是我们本地有一个学生是现在在申请季12年级，那他在之前也是在学校表现的就平平没有什么特别突出的，但是也没有什么特别差的。然后呢，他也很喜欢运动，但是他并不觉得喜欢运动的学生很多，他并不觉得这个会为他申请加分。他也从来没有想过说我要去申请全美前30的学校，因为他觉得自己根本没有机会赢过甚至班上或者州内的这些其他比他更优秀的同学。但是当我们深度跟他聊的时候，我们发现他的运动方面有很多跟别人不一样的地方，然后我们也开始帮助他进行挖掘去设立他的涉阅的目标。
So when we asked her what her moonshot was, it was to apply to schools like Harvard or USC would be her dream. And when understanding what was her story, one of the things that she shared was that English wasn't her first language. She spoke Chinese. She was born in China and came over and couldn't speak English. She couldn't even pronounce her own English name, her Western name, the way in which we would pronounce it here. And so in thinking about these elements related to her communication and related to her growth in communication and her passion for sports, we dug to understand some more about her. She shared that she was the only female on the football team, which is a very unique thing, but she didn't think was something that was special. In learning about language, she is the announcer at her school in front of thousands of people. So originally she was intimidated to speak English. Now she's speaking in front of thousands of people at every sporting event and having them hear her voice and how she's learned to accept her voice. So she has these amazing stories that she was scared to share. But as she went through moonshot thinking and encouraging herself to push herself out of the status quo, you can see where these are very unique things about a student that they may not realize are important things to share.
那么作为 Catherine 呢，因为她之前是出生在中国，然后来这边读书，因为英语也不是她的母语，所以她会非常害怕。她一开始甚至连自己的英文名字的正确发音都发不好，所以她会非常的紧张，很胆小。然后同时呢，我们在了解到她运动的时候，她也觉得自己的运动没有什么特殊的。但是当我们深度的再去跟她聊天的时候，我们发现她是他们学校橄榄球队唯一的一个女生。其他的都是男孩子，她是唯一的女生，在她看来这可能没有什么，但事实上这个是一个非常大的一个亮点如果她之前没有运用这种 Moonshot Thinking 的理念，可能这些细节就被忽略了。但是我们在通过 Moonshot Thinking 的这种思维方式去引导她的时候，我们发现她的运动作为全校唯一的女生橄榄球运动员，以及她现在可以在上千人的在这个运动的俱乐部对上千人进行这个演讲。从他一开始英语不是母语，到现在能够很自如的在这么多人面前去进行演讲，非常自信，同时也能够接受自己的声音去这个很大胆的去进行分享，这些都是他的一些亮点，他从来没有想过的事情，但是却可以成为申请中或者找工作的时候最大的亮点。所以大家也可以去思考一下，一些觉得看似平凡的经历，实则去进行一些深度的挖掘，你会发现它是那么的与众不同。
Let's move on to the next case study. So another student that we had is Emma. So this is more relevant for the students who are who are in college right now. So Emma finished her degree in psychology. She actually became a clinical psychologist and realized that was not what she wanted to do. She studied in Asia and wanted to come to the United States to study a master's degree in computer science, something completely different. Majoring in computer science and getting that master's degree was her moonshot.
那么前面我们分享了两个高中生涉越的经历，希望能够对在座的高中生也好，还是高中生的家长也好，能够去引发你们的思考，希望也能给你们带来一些启发和灵感去设立孩子更远大的涉越的目标。那么第二个接下来的这个呢可能跟在座的大学生就比较相关了。那么这个 Emma 的这个叫 Emma 的学生呢，她本科是在亚洲学习的心理学。然后在毕业之后呢，他也成为了一个临床心理学家。但是他突然发现，这并不是他所爱的这个专业，并不是他所热爱的职业。在我跟很多的我们现在在座的这个大学生的交流过程中，我也发现很多人在研究生的时候，可能有一些转专业的想法，或者说去寻找自己更有热情、更有激情的这个专业方向。那么 Emma 呢，她忽然发现她自己其实对于计算机是非常感兴趣的。她希望能够在她本科心理学在亚洲已经毕业之后，能够来到美国继续去学习计算机专业。但是此前她没有任何的编程基础，也没有任何的计算机相关的背景知识。那我们是怎么样来帮助她一起去改变她的思维模式，并且进行这个涉越计划的呢
？So we worked with Emma to define what was her moonshot. She wanted to get her master's in computer science. So she felt like a psychology degree had nothing to do with computer science and that she was so behind because she was wanting to switch into this in her 20s. So what we did was identify was computer science really of interest to her. So we came up with a plan. She took 2 classes over the summer to see whether or not she liked computer science. She did. She used that opportunity also to create strong relationships with professors who can write her letters of recommendation. And then we worked together to figure out how can she come up with a college application essay that explained why she was switching from psychology to computer science. It may seem like they're completely unrelated, but there's so much that psychology actually ties into related to computer science. And especially with what she wanted to do. She wanted to create Android apps to help with students and kids in developing countries to actually learn more efficiently.
那么对于 Emma 的这个案例来说呢 ，Emma 当时就很紧张，觉得自己的梦校可能是想进入美国来读这个计算机的专业，但是我是一片空白，可能我在20岁的时候才开始有这个转专业的想法，我已经比别人落后很多了。很多孩子读计算机专业，可能就是从小有编程的经历，从小参与了很多的比赛、俱乐部等等，但是他没有任何相关的经历所以就是我们开始深度挖掘，怎么样能够把他的看似本科完全不相关的，像心理学，去和计算机挂钩起来，去阐述他的梦想是能够去学习计算机呢？那我们就在暑期的时候建议他去上2门计算机的课程。那对于我们在座的大学生而言，如果你将来想要研究生申请不同的方向，你也可以用这种途径来进行探索。比如说暑期的时候去修2门你觉得很感兴趣，未来可能会成为你的这个兴趣爱好方向的科目进行学习，去测试一下自己到底是不是喜欢，或者说做相关的实习。然后第二个呢，就是和教授产生紧密的联系，怎么样能够和教授去进行互动，然后拿到教授的这个推荐信。在这个之后呢，我们也发现Emma 确实是对于计算机充满了热情，将来想要学习计算机的这个研究生的专业所以在进行这个文书写作的时候呢，我们可能就会对他的心理学和计算机要进行相关性别人看起来可能没有相关性的事情，但是通过和 Emma 的这个聊天和 Emma 的这个沟通，我们发现他其实有这个愿望，有这个更高远的梦想，是因为他希望在他的这个国家，在这个比较偏远的地区，这些人能够运用他的安卓，他设计的安卓软件，可以更有效的进行学习。这是他在进行临床心理学家的时候所发现的一些很多偏远地区的孩子其实并没有学习的机会但是他有这样的观察之后，他希望能有更好的解决方案来帮助到这些孩子们，所以这是为什么他要读这个计算机系，来实现他的这个未来的这个人生的理想。
So for her moonshot was to go into this computer science program, and she was afraid. If she had never pursued it, she would never have known, and she would have been unhappy as a psychologist. So she pursued it. She followed a set of strategies in order to achieve her goal, and in this upcoming fall, she'll be enrolled at Boston University in her master's in computer science.
那么对于 Emma 以前想都没想过的，到她从这个战略性以及她的付诸了实际的行动等等等等这一系列的进程之后呢，那么今年的秋天 Emma 就已经被这个波士顿大学的计算机系所录取，将成为波士顿大学的一名计算机的研究生的新生。
And then one final case study. This one is about, let's go to the next slide. About Trinity. So Trinity was a nursing student, and her moonshot was to land a nursing position in a prestigious hospital. However, the challenge for her was that she continued to get rejected from every interview that she had, and she didn't understand why.
那么最后一个和大家分享的是找工作的一个案例。那么 Trinity 这个学生呢，他想要在这个他的梦想的职业是当一个护士，然后在洛杉矶地区最好的医院进行工作。
So her moonshot was to go to a prestigious hospital, and if she had just gone with the status quo, she would have chosen a location she wasn't happy with, a position she wasn't happy with. And so when we talked about her moonshot, and we talked about where she currently was, we had to understand what was preventing her from getting accepted in or getting chosen during these interviews.
那么他在面试这些洛杉矶最著名的这些医院的时候呢，他频频被拒他就很灰心，他可能就会放弃自己涉越的目标，心想我可能就找一个家门口附近的不知名的或者一份这个我能被录取的工作来进行，而不是我理想中的要到医院去进行护士的这份工作那么我们就对他的这个情况进行了详细的分析，他到底面试被拒的原因是什么？为什么他每一次面试都不成功？
And when we found out what happened, it was because she was terrible at interviewing. So while she was smart, she was valedictorian of her school, she graduated from UCLA, she had difficulty during the interview process because she was really nervous. And so what happened was, whenever she had the interviews, they didn't understand how much she could provide and how much value she should give. The other challenge was that while she may have experienced challenges in her past roles, She didn't know how to explain them. She focused on the negative instead of focusing on what she learned.
那么我们就发现，这个 Trinity 其实她在面试的过程的表现是非常差的，她非常的紧张。虽然她有非常好的学历背景，她从 UCLA 毕业然后她的这个成绩也非常好，但是她在面试的时候就无法去向面试官展现出来她的那个自信，展现出来她的优秀，展现出来她在学校所做的事情，而更多的时候都是以比较消极的方式来回答，甚至太过紧张面试官都不知道她到底要表达什么。
So the status quo would be to just do more interviews, interview with more hospitals and find out if she can get that job. But instead, what we tried was moonshot thinking. We tried to understand what was getting in the way and how can she present her challenges as a way that she grew and a way that she is now a stronger candidate. And so after we went through our practices together, she became an excellent interviewer and was able to talk about how she grew and how she is a strong candidate, and she got accepted to a prestigious hospital in Los Angeles for her nursing position.
那么如果我们只是使用传统的方式，大家可能想到，如果面试表现差，我就更频繁地进行面试的训练，那样子对他来说其实帮助是没有那么大的，而是要从根本上解决问题，要开始去帮助他去分析你碰到的这些挑战，你不能用非常负面的来进行阐述，而应该说你碰到了挑战之后你是怎么去克服的，换一种思维方式，我们使用了 Moonshot Thinking 来让他更好地阐述他过往的这些成就和经历。于是在经过这种思维方式的转变之后，Trinity 她非常成功地拿到了洛杉矶一家最好的医院的这个护士的这个工作岗位。
Next slide. So some key takeaways in terms of pursuing your moonshot. One is make sure that you actually define what your moonshot is. And so you may have it in your head, but until you actually have it written down, you might not know all the details about what that moonshot actually is. So we had a really great example from Daniel sharing his moonshot, lots of details about what that would look like. And then we just asked Daniel, did you already know all those details before you went through this exercise? Did you already picture all those things before for yourself? No, right? Parts of it, right? But it's very different if you actually write it down and define it, because you can't reach a goal unless you define it. The next is understanding your current situation. So where are you today? How are you doing with your extracurriculars if you're in school, your grades, your test scores, and what's your current situation and what does it take to get to the next step? The next is having a clear plan. So in the case studies that we just shared with you, we first started off with understanding where was that student or where was that employee, because we had someone who was an employee. But where were they and where did they want to go, and how can you create real steps to accomplish that? So without a real plan, you're just hoping to get your moonshot versus planning to get there. The next is identifying barriers and using your creativity to actually address them. So just like earlier when you were using your creativity to figure out how to change your commute from 60 minutes to 6 minutes, you have other creative solutions for the same problem. And so using your creativity can allow you to have a greater opportunity to achieve that moonshot. And then finally, making sure you have a strong support system. So making sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who can give you feedback. Like I mentioned, these students didn't know that they had these amazing stories about them to share, because for them, it was the normal day-to-day for them. So making sure either it's your family, a good friend, a coach, whomever it might be, but make sure you're surrounded by a supportive system who can help give you feedback.
那么非常真实的在今年发生的案例，那我们梳理一下如何达到自己的 Moonshot 的这个目标。首先你要去定义你的 Moonshot 是什么。很多我们可能在脑袋里有想过，但是我们非常建议大家真正的认真的去思考一下，用笔去记录下来，把你的 Moonshot 写下来。因为像 Daniel 刚刚进行了非常好的他的 Moonshot 的一个分享，可能在这之前他从来没有想过那么多的细节，可能只想到了少数的细节。但是当你真正的非常认真的、严肃的来看待这个话题的时候，越详细越好，把这些细节去阐述出来。第二个就是要了解你现在所处的环境，你现在在学校的学业怎么样？你的考试成绩如何？你未来的这个你现在在经历的这些学科方向，或者说是跟着教授做一些研究项目，还是在做一些实习，或者在学校参与的这些俱乐部，目前的一个现状是什么？ 然后在分析完现状之后，要有下一步清晰的目标。你有在这些现状的条件下，你如何去实现你的涉月计划？很多时候不是说我去光执行或者我光想就行，而是要有一些战略战术，去把自己的生活当中的这些小事去梳理出来，去挖掘出来自己和别人与众不同的地方。那么再往下就是要能够去挑战现状，然后去用非常创新的方式来达到你们 Moonshot 的这个目标。那么这里面就包括刚刚我们提到把交通变成6分钟，那大家所提供的方案就是非常创意的，通过一些另辟蹊径的方式来实现你们涉月的梦想。那么最后还有一个非常重要的，就是要有强大的支撑团队，这个 support 也非常重要。因为很多在你看来是很平凡的事情，没有亮点的事情，但是当你与你的学长学姐、与你同龄的学生，或者与你的导师与顾问老师等等等等，你的人生导师、工作上的实习的老板等等交流的时候，你就会发现，在看似你觉得平常的东西，在别人看来可能就会帮助你梳理出一条非常不平凡的事情，这都是涉月当中的必不可少的环节。
Next slide. So in terms of Harmony Plus's approach, what we really focus on is a holistic support for a student as they're thinking about what colleges to apply to, what graduate schools to apply to, or what dream job to apply to. And so we have a triad approach focusing on the coach like myself who helps with giving feedback to the student on what they can do to really explore their interest and to strengthen what it is that they may be hoping to pursue. And then it also includes the consultant who's there to help with supporting the family and the student, as well as the peer leader to help with sharing their own stories as well.
那么我们 Harmony Plus 在辅导的时候呢，正是运用了这种涉月的理念要有高远的目标。那么团队当中我们会有价值金三角的模式，我们有 Mary Grace 这样子的非常资深经验的，像伯克利斯坦福的这样的前招生官，来帮助大家去梳理出来你的至高的梦想是什么，然后我们怎样用一些战略来实现。同时我们还有这个导师，我们有顾问老师，在你实现的过程中帮你一步步的去这个制定出非常细节的一些行动方案。我们还有这个非常好的好师哥、好师姐，都是从名校毕业，已经经历了这个留学，经历了在大学里面的学习生活，那么有很多的经验都可以分享给学生，更好的帮助他们去更清晰的了解到自己未来的发展方向，以及该付出怎样的努力去实现自己的涉月的梦想。
So let's go ahead and move on to next steps for you. So suggestions in terms of action plans. So for the students, I recommend you take a screenshot or take a shot of this, because this is the action items I'd recommend for achieving your moonshot. First is think about what your moonshot looks like. So you did some of that now, thinking through what would your dream situation be. But in order for you to achieve a moonshot, you have to clearly define what does it look like. What school is that? What job is that? What would you be experiencing? Would you be in a big city, small city? The more that you can be specific about what that moonshot is, the more likely it is you're going to achieve it. Thinking about what college would you go to, what job will you have, and especially what impact that you want to make on the world is important in order to be able to identify what steps you need to take in order to get there.
那么今天 Mary Grace 给大家的这个行动方案的计划，就是从现在开始，我们去深度思考一下你的 Moonshot 是什么样。我们在一开始已经做了这样子的一个小练习，可能以前大家从来没有认真的想过，但是是不是在今天开始，大家就可以认真的思考一下你的梦想是什么，你未来的梦想的职业是什么。与此同时呢，有越多的细节越好。你将来是想去大城市还是小城市？你是想跟人更这个众多的这个挤入一个这个环境是有很多人呢，还是你想自己独立创业做一些事情等等这样子的细节？还有就是你希望给这个社会、给这个世界留下怎样的影响？这些都是希望大家可以记录下来，去进行深度的思考。
And then for the parents, next steps for you, first is listen to what your child's moonshot is. Because oftentimes, students don't get a chance to explain to their parents exactly what that moonshot is. It's important to be able to see eye to eye on that. And then also know, as you're listening to what your child's moonshot is, know that it might change. Month to month, year to year, that moonshot might be different. So making sure that you understand what it is so that you can best support your child. Share your own perspectives of what you think is possible. So as a parent, obviously, you are spending so much time making sure that your child is successful. You might be seeing opportunities that they're not aware of. So make sure that you share with them what you see their potential is, and then find ways to support your child's success. So making sure that they have the resources that they need in order to reach that moonshot.
那么给在座的今天还有在这个我们的这个在线的家长们的建议，就是大家作为家长可以去深度思考一下，您孩子或孩子们的这个他们的涉越目标是什么？有没有认真的和他们的面对面去了解一下他们的涉越梦想？很有可能孩子处在不同的年龄阶段，可能他的梦想是1个月就一变，或者1年一变。但是是不是我们都能够实时的去关注他在每一个不同的成长阶段所拥有的涉越的梦想？第二个就是大家作为跟孩子最亲密的人、最了解孩子的人，也可以从自己的视角跟孩子去进行分享。你的涉越目标是不是可行？你的涉越目标我怎么样来更好的去支撑你获得将来的成功，实现你的远大理想？这个是 Mary Grace 今天给家长们的一些建议。
So thank you so much for your attention this evening.
那么谢谢大家今天倾听 Mary Grace 的演讲。Let's go to the Q&A session. 那么下面我们就进入 Q&A 的环节。在听过刚刚 Moonshot 的演讲之后，大家有没有什么问题要问 Mary Grace 的，都可以在现场进行互动。我们大概有5到10分钟的时间。对，有没有问题？或者线上的家长有问题的，我们也可以进行共同的探讨。或者大家对未来比较迷茫的，也可以把自己的一些案例拿出来分享，是不是可以有更多的打开自己的方式？如果大家暂时没有问题的话，或者还在思考，我还不好意思发言的话，我们接下来在这个用餐环节之后，会有跟 Mary Grace 单独交流的时间。大家有一些个性化的问题也可以留下来。您是有问题？
想问一个问题，就是说，关于 Moonshot 的这个计划，在比如说坚持的过程中，如果说我有别的更好的机会，那我是应该坚持还是应该放弃？然后，您会从几方面去思考这样的一个决策和判断？
Okay, so thank you. So the question is, when you have a moonshot idea, what if your moonshot changes? Should you stick with your original plan, or should you go with what the new idea is? So a couple thoughts. I know automatically people might think, yes, go to that new plan. But before you go to the new plan, you want to evaluate a couple things. Why is it that suddenly you might not be interested in the old moonshot and have a new one? Is it because you're scared of the old new moonshot, or did you find out that you are not happy with the old moonshot? So evaluating why the moonshot that you had is no longer the right fit and why you want to pursue the new one is going to be really important. So say for instance your old moonshot was you wanted to go to UC Berkeley, or you wanted to be a doctor, and now your new moonshot is you want to be a lawyer. That's a big change, so you might want to understand why. If you have a clear reason as to why, and you're clear that that passion for pursuing that particular goal is what you want next, then I would say yes, go for it. If it's because you're scared or intimidated or afraid of the work, that would be a reason to pause and think about, is it the right thing to do?
那么刚刚现场有一个提问，就是说，当我有一个涉越计划的时候，但是在实现涉越计划的这个过程中，可能出现了其他更优的选择，或者有其他的一些新的东西出现，那我是应该继续坚持我原有的梦想，还是说我应该去改变？那么 Mary Grace 给出的回答就是，很多人可能都会简单的觉得，当我有更好的机会出现的时候，我就放弃我原有的涉越的目标，转而进行新的这个新的梦想。但是在放弃之前 ，Mary Grace 鼓励大家去慎重的思考一下，你到底为什么要放弃你原有的目标？是因为它太高远，实现不了， 你觉得很害怕、很紧张，还是说你觉得在实现的过程中太苦了、太无聊了，所以想要放弃？同时去衡量一下这个新的机会是不是你真正想要的，你为什么想要换一个？比如说你以前学习的是商科，可能想要换成律师以前是当医生的，现在你可能想从事其他的行业，去深度思考一下为什么会有这样转变的出现，是不是我真的对这个新的计划感兴趣，并为之能够付出行动？所以这需要有一个非常好的权衡，去进行一个深度的思考。如果在进行深度思考之后，确实觉得新的机会、新的这个方案是更适合自己未来的兴趣爱好的时候，你更有激情、更有动力去做的时候，那么当然就可以去执行你新的涉月计划。
Thank you.
那我们今天的分享就先到这里，大家之后有问题都可以私下和 Mary Grace 进行交流那也感谢今天在线的这个家长的参与，也提前祝大家元宵节快乐！再次感谢 Mary Grace， Thank you for sharing.